bien. Ay, ay. Madre mía. A ver, que cargando. Venga. La nueva vacía. Seleccionamos. Nueva partida, por supuesto. A ver. Modo normal, ¿no? No, normal aquí. Bueno, yo quiero ver el juego más que más, o sea que... Vamos, que nos vamos. Los años 1800, este juego tiene que ser la repera. He visto muy poco de este juego, muy poco. Y tengo unas ganas. Vamos.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
A ver.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars.
Un poquito de agua.
So wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Que te han mordido. Hola. Sí, mira los mordisquitos ya en el cuello. Doctor Colmillos. Uy, que ya no podemos mover. Sí. Yo sigo el rastro de sangre. Uy, ¿y ese? ¿Y ese? Ñam ñam. Vamos, ven aquí tú.
So thirsty.
Pues bebe un poquito de agua, hombre. Hola. Perdone. Tienes un corazón muy bonito. Uy. Esto es como caliente. Vamos. Saca los colmillos. Ahí. Jonathan, nos llamamos.
No. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on.
Más tarde. Más tarde. Molt malament, Jonathan. Molt malament.
No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain.
Bueno. Por ahí. Pues vamos.
Patrols are after me.
¿Cómo puedo correr?
No, don't shoot. This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
Web.
This can't be.
Muy redondo, vale. Es que así en...
No, please, stop. I mean,
Sí, ¿dónde voy?
harm.
¿Voy bien o voy bien?
What's going on?
¿Por dónde? Por aquí. Tírate. Tú tírate.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
¿Eh?
Now.
¡Oh!
Who are you?
¡Ah!
Stay back! Sorry. But you left me
Nada,
no
nada,
choice.
que me matan.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
Vale, pues redondo esquivamos. Parte de correr.
No, please, stop! Who are you?
¡Ay!
What do you want?
Ah, de momento está guapo, me viene. Nada, vale. ¡Huepa! A los samuráis.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Mira.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's... Someone do the rest of the job. Just leave me. The sun.
A ver,
Feels
puede
like it's
que
burning me
engañe,
to the bone.
de barra de salud. Vale. Molt bé. Uf.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Y esto no me deja, ¿no?
It's locked. Let me go!
Vale. Venga, ven. Ven aquí. Venga, ven. A ver, ¿por qué no le dais?
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place?
guapo, de momento está muy bien. Y aún no hemos visto nada. Perdón. Ay, venga, vamos a ver la casa. Uf, ¿qué dices?
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy to share
Molt
the
bé.
takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Molt bé, molt bé, molt bé. A ver. Botella d'alcohol. ¿Y me va a servir para algo? Cóctel. Cóctel molotov. Vale, vale, vale. Espérate, antes de subir para arriba. Chilines. O sea que aquí dinero también. Detalles.
The sun is high.
Vale,
I cannot leave now.
vale. Por aquí nada de nada. Nada. Qué guapo, pero se ve muy bien. Intentaré subir lo que pasa, pero no lo creo, ¿eh? Yo este juego quiero jugar un poquito más.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
No, it never got easy.
Y flechitas. No he vuelto nada. Pues no. Uf. No me duerme.
makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Com? Sí. En sèrio? No.
Rational thinking only.
Pum. Venga, 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 que viene lo bueno. Fa mal. Ah, mira cuántos han.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Mad as it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Vale. A ver. Pues que yo sepa, solo tenemos este. Susan. Venga, pues. Nivel 6. Buah. Vale, aquí agresivas. Arrojas una lanza. Ese está muy bien. Venga, este también. Uf, son 1000, Vale, espérate, pues. La hacha que vale. También vale 1000. Es que yo prefiero esto que no la mano. Mira, ¿sabes qué? Venga, va. Venga. A lo mejor habría sido mejor la otra, pero bueno. Uy.
That voice in my head. If I'm not...
A ver, ve a la Ribera Norte. No sé. Muy bien. Venga, pues. Uf. A la derecha, cuadrado, triángulo. Esto es la mano, por la izquierda.
Mad, then.
Vamos.
It must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
¿Hay alguien? Puede ser.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
¡Uepa! ¡Oh! Ah, eso es lo que decía yo. Estaba jugando al Castlevania 2, el Lord of Shadow 2, y en algunas cosas esto es lo que le faltaba. Y digo, de saltito en saltito. Ya no tengo otro cuchillo. Estaca. Vale. Nada más.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Vale, esto está
Go
cerrado.
back home.
A ver. Morder, heridos y torcidos. Vale. Vamos.
There's one of them vermin!
There's a strength I never knew I had.
Vale, necesito sangre. Ah, vale. Y cuadras con el cuchillo. Vale. L1, vale, L1. Ese vale. Vamos. Si no.
This shouldn't be possible.
Ah, que no lo tengo.
Every fiber of my being is a fire.
Dame sangre. Oye, de esquivar aquí. ¿Qué pasa? Como que no esquiva, Mira. Ven aquí. Te voy a comer.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. My strength, my reflexes.
Molt bé.
I'm not
Me tengo que
human
acostumbrar
anymore.
más. Me tengo que acostumbrar. Que està molt bé aquest joc. Nada, no me queda nada. Está abierto por algo. ¿Esto qué es? Fuera. Sí.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
A ver. Por aquí. Espérate, Eso es ahí está. Oh,
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
estoy perdido. Aquí no hay nada. Mira.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
No come las ratas. Bueno, en un momento dado de sangre. Oye, vale, es decir,
What will London have to say to me?
chilines, nos vamos a hacer ricos.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Y 10 chelines más. Ah, sí, ¿dónde está?
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Oh my god, oh my god.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Oh,
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Something dire must have come about.
es que me sale como... ¿Y por dónde?
There is no one in sight.
Aquí, aquí.
Where has everyone gone? This is despicable.
Pero es lo que hay, un mordisquito aquí. Pero después. El escondite después. Oh.
At last, a little life.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
¿Eh?
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Va.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Hombre. A ver, camarero. Primero de todo,
God,
un
sir,
chupito.
you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
A ver, ¿porque es importante o porque...? Espérate, venga.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Esto ya no
Do
me
the
deja.
police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
A ver, espérate, este.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
A ver si me dice algo.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Molt bé. Pues venga, ya que tenemos...
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Espérate, vamos a bar o yo que sé, si hay algo más por aquí.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Hola.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
Eso que
I just want to
hablar.
talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Vamos,
Bodies
Nina,
found in the
suéltamelo
streets
todo.
every morning, drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning, drained of blood.
The sewer dog.
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
It's a Spanish flu. Yeah.
Española tenía que ser, ¿no?
Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Viejo, venga. Venga, retírate.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Pues te llevo. Man, rei meu, vine cap aquí, que tu ja hem de xerrar.
Prewed has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Què ha estat?
And who might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You can't be serious. I'm not a... No. I can't be a vampire.
Sir, believe me, this is very real. You are a vampire.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Hombre. La hermandad que es.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Pues entonces, molt malament. Què hem de fer?
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
No estoy seguro. Oh, sí, sí, hombre, a ver.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Pues matarlo. Hombre, a ver. Exigir respuestas, venga.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Ya está. Nah, a ver, un momento, vamos a ver.
Can I have some privacy, please?
Ah, ¿no quieres que hablemos ya? No, no quieres que hablemos. Bueno, un momento, por favor, sisplau. Vamos, please. A ver, según tengo entendido aquí, según qué persona o conversaciones que tengas, pues ir por un... pueden pasar unas cosas o otras. O tengo entendido, no lo sé, no me hagáis caso, pero yo tengo entendido eso. Pero bueno, veremos a ver cómo va. También cómo actúas, todo cuenta. Si eres bueno, pues pasarás más desapercibido. ¿Que eres más malote? La gente te verá y dirá, web, este es un vampire. Molt bé, ja le fem així. Ahora fem així de esa. Y con esto y un bizcocho. Así. Fácil, sencillo y para toda la familia. Con nuestras propias herramientas. ¿Quién no lo miraba? Y ahora os dejamos con un briconsejo. Ahí estamos. Alguien está fumando. Ya termino. A ver, ¿dónde estás, amigo Félix? One love. Así de acá. A ver si entiende esto porque... Joder. Venga pues. Entonces ya está, ¿no? Pero aquí no puedo salir.
I cannot enter. If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Vale, entonces de aquí... Y por ahí puedo ir. Me dirá algo. Que le robo. Nada. Entonces, ¿para qué?
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Pista requerida. Ah.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Venga. ¿Y tú me vas a decir algo más o no?
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dogs.
Sabueso. Eso es particular.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Venga. Eso tampoco me va a decir nada. Descansa para evolucionar. Vale. Mapa. A ver. Peligro, evento, mercado, escondite. Vale, escondite aquí. A ver si puedo ir por aquí. Dile. Aquí tenemos un escondite. Aquí puede esa experiencia donde descansa, objetos. No. ¿Qué dices? A ver, un momento. ¿Esto qué es? Reponer. Como que tengo muchas cosas. A ver, ¿qué puedo hacer? Ciudadanos enfermos. Solo me da un impulso y empieza a mejorar la condición de tus armas. Y tengo 0 de 0. No, mierda. A ver. Para obtener. Vale, esto como no sé. A ver, aquí tienes para dormir. Vamos a ir a dormir. Venga. Vale, la mordedura. Cuerpo a cuerpo. Vale. ¿Cuánto vale? 300. Tengo más sangre. Es que también me interesaría. Vale, la de no. Aquí. Ahora de momento así. Venga, a ver. A ver. Es que no hay nadie más
Are they
aquí.
stupid or something? I've never even been to it. Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk.
Ya tenemos la pista. Ahí está. Los dos están sanos. Sanísimos. Man, tú, mira acá aquí, que me has dicho mentiras.
You again. What can I do for you?
Ya decime mentiras.
Tom,
Talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Molt bé. Venga, ya la tenemos, ¿no? Sí, venga pues. A ver, ¿a dónde?
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Este no es. Este tampoco. Ese es.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Por aquí. Voy a dar toda la vuelta. ¿Puedo saltar? Vale, sí que puedo. Cachondena. Mío. Porque eres malo, ¿no? Uf, esto me encanta, Uf.
Never known McCullen to be wrong about anything.
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
Me agrada, Hombre. Hola, ñaña.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
frente. Uy, va. A ver. ¿Dónde estás? Aquí. ¿Cómo? No. No entiendo. A ver. ¿Cómo me la equipo? No me jodas que tiene que ser aquí. Hostia, con lo que me mola a mí. Bueno, de momento me voy a dejar esto. Y... hora de comer. Activa resistencia. Vale, me da igual. Si yo es que hay dos. Fácilmente. Oh. Oye. Ah, qué anda. Nena. ¿Y tú? Sí, sí, me das algo. Vale, vale, vale. Joder, macho.
Lively! It's on to us!
No me quemes, No me dan ni nada. Oh. Espera. Aquí hay algo. ¿En serio? Nada. Qué triste. ¡Ey! No viene. No yo, A ver. Ay. Molt bé. No me deja. Esto. No. Y de ahí. quiero apurar a ver lo del sol y todo eso, a ver cómo es. No, no importa comer nada. ¿Dónde? Estoy aquí abajo. Muere. Sí. Mola. Me mola, me mola. Me agrada molt. Lo que es por aquí. A ver.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Ah, web. Muy bien. Pesa 2 manos también. Voy a probar.
Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a second, I promise. My dearest friend, you're my last and dearest friend.
No sé cómo se saca 2 manos.
William,
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Will, please let go of me. Oh my God, William, I can't stand it anymore.
No, por eso.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Scrams.
William, please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Para mi heroína.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Hueva. Venga, joven. Vamos para arriba, que hay que irse.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
¿Qué te parece el barquito?
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. You'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Venga. Tiene que ir allá arriba, ¿no? Aquí. Nada. ¿Cómo puedo subir? Tengo que subir. Oye, ¿no me vas a dejar subir? Bueno, ¿dónde está el monstruo? A ver. Aquí.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
¿Para qué nos vamos?
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital as a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Que sí, hombre.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Sí. Cada vez me está gustando más, pero mucho más.
Wow.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Dios, Dios. Bueno, ¿y ahora qué? Vale, pero si por aquí no me deja.
You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
What? ¿Qué pasa?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Necesito sangre.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Acabaré con su vida, sea más educado. Joder, macho.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Perdón.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Sentenciar. A ver. Consecuencias. O mejor liberar, ¿no?
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Ahí está. Que vamos a ser un buen médico. Venga, ¿tú qué? Uepa.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Ya, pero para eso habrá que alimentarse de ratas. Pero tiene que haber sangre. A ver si aquí no mola, pero coño, yo qué sé, algún litillo de sangre de más.
I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Nina.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
Muchísimas gracias. Nos vamos para allá.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Buen tío, sí, sí.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
La segunda planta.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Dios, Dorothy. Man, ¿qué hay por aquí? Hola, Rey. ¿Cómo estás?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed.
What?
I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Sí.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
A ver, ¿cuál es su función aquí, coño? Si es conductor de ambulancia.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Come on, man. A ver.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
A ver. ¿Y qué le compro? Porque yo no sé ni qué comprar. Escopeta sé que tenemos, balas también. Estos también, puñados. Aquí viene conmigo. Ah, vale. A ver. Bueno, otro letrerito, a ver. Ahí. Un mordisquito.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
¿A que sí? Bueno, acabo en segunda planta. Bueno, me tendré que subir. Hola, Rey.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
A ver, cuántas personas. A ver. Joder.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't.
Ahí hablé con casi
You're not the first one to warn
todos.
me. But I am convinced
Bueno.
knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, well, with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Venga. Aquí. No. que esto.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm
esa
for
mala
hiring
cara.
you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Perdón.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Pues ya está.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Mucho habla, eh?
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Molt bé, ja el tenim.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Sí. Venga, ¿dónde cherra? Porque esto es que ya... es que si tengo que hablar con todos... A ver, un paciente.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see.
Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Joder, macho. Pues todo ya está, ¿no? Si aquí no me deja hacerle nada.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Not let you down, my boy.
Pues habla contigo, a ver.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Ah, vale, que eres tú otra vez.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Si hablo con este otra vez. Mira,
good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings, with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Chao, chao. A ver, que no llegamos ni esto y... A ver, tú.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
A ver.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Hey.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Vale, tranquilo.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that my kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Words to calm the children,
A ver. ¿Eh?
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Que se ha pirado. Este es el acá. A ver, yo quiero hablar con el otro. ¿Dónde está el otro?
It's locked, all right.
Este. A ver.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Web.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Bueno, a ver, vamos para arriba. Primera planta. Y la segunda. Me llevo todo. Todo.
It's locked. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water.
A ver, esto de crear... ¿Qué vas que te diga? Supongo que tendré más.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Buena nitidad. A ver, 690. Model pack. A ver, la mordedura, ¿qué pasa? Web. ¿Cuánto vale? Oh, vale. ¿Y el otro qué es? Ah, vale. Vale. Terminantes. Oh. Vale, tácticas. Molt bé.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Mira qué guapo que está este juego, Dios mío. Venga, vamos, vamos. Ábrete puerta.
Come on, I don't have all night.
¿Qué te pasa, reina de mi corazón?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
Dorothy.
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
Aquí estoy.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Aquí no hay nada. No hay. ¿Y por qué no hay?
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them.
Muy
Honestly,
malamente.
sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Aquí no me dejan. Aquí nada. Venga, a ver aquí. Nada. A ver. Aquí estamos. Aquí, a ver, aquí. Cachondina. Por aquí no se puede hacer nada, ¿no? Bueno. A ver. Por aquí salgo para afuera. Vamos, please. Aquí estamos fuera también. A ver.
It's locked. It's locked.
It's locked. A ver. Hay uno por aquí. Los dos. Este me va a decir algo ahora. Estoy
I'm quite
ocupado.
busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
¿Y tú quién?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Sí. ¿Qué tal,
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Vale, vale. Es que todo...
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the
Poder mental.
What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse
Ese Tony.
seems to have quite a
¿Cómo está el niño?
attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic.
Tú te tienes que bajar estos juegos. Es maravilloso, estupendo. O al menos me está encantando a mí.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question,
Hay que ir a hablar con el
considering the
otro.
urgency
¿Qué
of
dónde
the
de cobrar?
situation.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Pues re.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Vamos a hablar con el nene. Venga, dime
Good
algo.
evening.
A ver.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Que tu madre tiene
Can
mucho
I help?
money.
No. Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Vaya, adiós, adiós.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Uy, qué traje más chulo, no me había fijado. Bueno, la chaqueta sí, pero digo, esa. A ver, ¿dónde está la morgue? Hola, Rey.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
What?
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Pues chico,
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Hostia. ¿Y tú eres colega?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly
Te
nice and
acojonaste,
polite.
vamos.
A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and
Sí,
return to
sí,
my
tuviste
flock.
miedo. Ah, amigo. A ver.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he
Cuéntame algo
refused to let me go.
interesante. Pistas.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
¿Pero por
Why
qué?
did he
¿Por qué?
abduct you?
William
Dímelo.
was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since
Boot
they
Boys.
lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Hostia.
Has the gang
Espérate.
been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long. You know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint. Not even criminals.
El coche ese de como de que me suena antes.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found
El
you
que me ha
at Canning
mentido.
Factory.
Tom?
El guarro.
Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Corrupción.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Sí.
We'll talk again later.
¿Has visto qué trajecito que llevo? ¿Has visto el trajecito que llevo? Vale. Necesito saber dónde está la morgue. Que está arriba.
I cannot enter.
Tío, que me he perdido. A ver, volvemos a entrar. Vamos al piso de arriba un momento. A ver. ¿Esta cabecita quién es? Más arriba. Ahí no puedo subir. No me deja. ¿O sí? ¿Ves? No me deja. Entonces... Aquí también cerrado. Vamos para afuera. No, aquí no. A ver. ¿Por dónde salía antes?
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Calm down, we can handle this.
I'm sorry you ended up on the Playwright Court medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation.
It's locked, all right.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
¿Quién es?
I hope that
It's locked, all
Está
right.
todo cerrado. Joder. Que tú eres un vampiro. Ya vendré a verte, ya ven. A ver si es que puedo entrar por aquí, pero veo que no. Y aquí por donde hemos salido antes. Un, dos. No me digas que esto es la morgue.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate.
Voy para allá.
If they were to find somebody.
Míralo. ¡Tú! ¡Ay, que me ha dado! Y otra vez. ¿Dónde vas? Que soy un vampijo. Milton, ¿qué me suena? Milton. Ven tú, Jardi, ven para acá. Mira. Molt bé. Ya está. A ver, un momento. Ahí se podía abrir la puerta. Ah, no. Uf, más balas. Uepa. ¿Qué ha estat? ¿Qué tú dices? Vamos a hacer un man y así rápido, pim pum pam, que pu que pam. Rápidamente. A ver, el juego este está precioso, no digo que no, pero es mucha historia, mucho hablar, ¿eh? Habrá acción, no digo que no, pero hay que hablar mucho, ¿eh? A ver, un momentet. Pero hay que hablar mucho. Muchas pistas, hablar con la gente. Pero lo que quiero es un poquito de... Es que mira, eso no subo experiencia. Muy poco. A ver. Pim, pim. Encuentra ingredientes útiles a la antigua mano. Vale, eso es lo que tengo que ir. Supongo que es aquí, ¿no? Devuelve la cartera a sus propietarios. ¿Quién es Milton? Si yo hablo con él. Milton. ¿Quién es? Ay, que vienen a por mí. Un cortafan, per favor, sisplau. On està el cortafan? Ei? Uy, vamos, rápido. Au, fet. Ahí viene lo más difícil. Què ha passat? Vinga. Vale. Web, sí, aquí hay algo. Frasco de vídeo. Aquí hay muchas cosas. A ver, aquí hay algo. Más frascos. Vamos por todo, que si no nos dejaremos las cosas. Nah, ¿para qué? ¿Nada? Pues nada. Seguimos. A ver, pues aquí ras. ¿En serio?
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
¿Esta la puedo abrir? No.
I cannot enter.
Entonces.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
es uno. Casi de arma. Y... A ver, no se puede marcar. Ah, vale. ¿Qué? Que no se puede marcar. No me deja abrir.
It's locked.
A ver si la de abajo. O la de arriba. Esa. A ver, un momento. Ya me da mucha prisa. A ver.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers.
Aquí ya me dejaba algo.
As popular as they are ineffective. But
Bolas de Marte.
they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
No. Ahora sí, vamos para arriba. Arriba. Y a ver. Nada. Y nada. O sea que soy yo para nada. Bueno, vamos para abajo. ¿Qué es eso? Molde. A ver. Hay que probarla. Venga, vamos a probarla. A la izquierda, ¿no? A ver, modificar. La escopeta, venga.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Vale. ¿Y otro? Sigue para allá, ¿no? Por ti. Ah, que estás ahí, vale. Si estás ahí. Arriba. ¡Ah! Mira. Mira que esquivarme. A ver. Venga, de aquí. Sí que graso la morgue. ¿Y este? Me estoy dando locales. Ah, vale, pero espérate, primero quiero acabar esta. Claro. Ah, vale. Pues espérate. Voy a decir que me soltaba el Milton este.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked. It's locked.
Ay. Inabat. Nada. Vamos a ir por aquí. Hola, compañero. ¿Por aquí qué pasa? Es enorme. ¿Dónde? Tu hueveo. Mira, el guarro. ¡Anda!
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Ah, web. A ver. Vamos a analizarla, claro. ¿Y esto qué es? Ya analizamos. Molt bé. Lo que no sé... Vale. A ver, sí, aquí puedo construir. Pues entonces... Fabricar, ¿cómo fabrico? Ah, aquí, ¿ves? Aquí. A ver. Para el agotamiento. Úsalo para decorar a un ciudadano enfermo durante una... Vale, a ver. Solo puedo hacer este, ¿no? Vale, esto es para mí, supongo. De salud. Es que alimentarme... A ver. Vamos a ver esto. Y por si acaso, yo qué sé. A ver. Creo que ya está, pues. De aquí no os ponemos nada. Lo que no sé es que si abro esto será esa, ¿no? Esa sí. Y aquí ya no me deja más. Opa. Vámonos. Dios y morirás. Que te he visto. Ah, no. ¿Dónde estás? Que te he visto, que te has ido por aquí. Míratelo comiendo. Mira. El monger. Tengo que ir al hospital, sí o sí. Me digo, no, fuck. Eso está medio natural. Pues va a ser que no. A ver. Hospital. Si no recuerdo mal, era por ahí. Por ahí, ¿no? ¿Por qué cargando? ¿Qué pasó? A ver si ahora. A ver. Creo que más por ahí, ¿no? A ver. Primero. Thomas Elwood. ¿Qué le pasa a este? Espérate un momento. Primero vamos afuera. Vamos a ver a mi Blooder. Que no está aquí. ¿Cómo no? Me cago en todo. Me quito porque no. A ver, tú. ¿Te conozco o no te conozco? Sí. ¿O no?
Good evening, sir.
Ah, pues no.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined
Por
us.
supuesto.
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Pues nada.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
A ver, ¿dónde está mi enfermera favorita?
See you again.
¿Dónde estás? Mírala, ¿dónde está?
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Oído. Vale. Ah, coño, este, ¿no? Ah, amigo.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
A ver.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
A ver, ya me da... Oh. Me das pistas.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
Aquí ya no puedo cerrar. Me quito un pack.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Venga, va.
We may lack the resources, but we have... some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Swansea. Hello.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Amigo mío, ¿cómo estás?
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Sí, sí.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Hombre.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Moltísimas gracias. Encima con el trajecito que llevo, la voy a cautivar. No, tú no. ¿Dónde estás? Estás por aquí, ¿no? es.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
A ver. What? Y aquí estás, colega.
Good evening,
Doctor. Colega.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Pues claro, a ver. Aquí.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Cuenta chelines.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Es que no sé qué comprar. A ver.
Another night of the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Habla con Harriet.
Disgust on every street corner.
¿Quién es Harriet?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Hola.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Que sí, que sí.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Vado qualcuno per aquí. Ni una.
Time before the Pembroke closes its doors for good.
Can you remind me why we still work here?
Dr. Reed will help straighten things out in Pembroke, remember?
Vale. Tiene que estar por aquí. A la vuelta para nada. Agotamiento.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Ah, no me deja.
I will see you later.
¿Pero para qué? ¿Qué para qué? Ya. A ver, a ver, a ver.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Bueno. A ver, ¿dónde están las chicas?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
No lo sé yo, ¿eh?
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
A ver.
Nice sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Scions. ¿Cómo está Cristianina? Ah, mierda, Scion.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Uy, a ver, primero vamos normal.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to
Di
report
que
me for
sí,
that,
hombre.
just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people dying in the same.
¿Estará por ahí con la puerta o qué? Aquí no sí.
No one is here. Relax.
Mírala. ¿Cómo está aquí?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Adiós, adiós. Venga, pues. Eso. Goku morirá.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
De abajo. Espérate, antes de nada. One love. Un momento. Porque esto. Tengo que hacer así. Tengo que hacer así. Y a la primera, molt bé.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Esto es mafioso. Esto estaba aquí, ¿no?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hombre. Te digo que un poquito de sangre siempre va bien. ¿Dónde están? Vete aquí. ¿Dónde hay más? ¿Dónde hay más? Hola, señores. ¿Dónde está? Hostia puta. ¿Esto qué es? Ay. Tranquilo, Venga, muere. No, hombre, tranquilo. Ay. Uy. Y no me da nada. Y no me da nada.
Here's what's left of him.
No hay mucho que examinar. Vale.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Por aquí no. Ahora... Vámonos. Joder, cómo tarda, tío. Para cargar. Ahí. Vale, Márquez. Que vaya, pero a mí me conviene primero ir al hospital. Y por aquí, ¿no? Oh yeah.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Vale, ¿y cómo le echo agua? A ver, para el ese, sí, no. Bronquitis, neumonía. Que no sé qué hacer. Voy a dejar así de momento. Y vamos aquí. A ver. Ciencia que ya hemos dicho. Vale, de los cartuchos, eso de momento aún no. Bueno, hay que ponerlo sí o sí. Una barrerita siempre va bien. Vale. Y esta es coagulación que era. A ver. La sangre de la presa y la paraliza. Espérate. Entre las sombras es invisible. Vale, 1000. Bueno, espérate. De momento vamos así. ¿Esto qué es, tío? Los objetos no pueden desmaterializarse. ¿Pero qué? Esto ya lo miraré más adelante, pues. Así tranquilo, a ver. Estado del cuerpo. A ver, aumento tu salud. Podemos subir otrita, Y no estaría mal otro, Estaría más. Ahí está. Vale, 300. A ver. 3 sueros. No tiene movimientos aún no me deja. Fuerza agresiva. Esto vale 1000, pero lo quiero. Esto sí. Así estoy más preparado. La noche siguiente. A ver, eventos importantes. Sí. Vale. Peor sea el nivel 6. Ahí está. Vale. Por aquí voy a pegar una duchita y a su pa con el trajecito. Ay, no. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo, a ver qué tal nos va, porque anda que no nos queda, anda que no nos queda.